So I wanted to share with you a meditation that I do almost every day now. It has been such an amazing, it's quick. It can be long. It can be as long as you want it. It can be as quick as you need it. And it helps me on a daily basis when little fears, little ego things come up. I can quickly see them, hear them, love them, and shift out of them. And I wanted to share it with you because I think it's important for all of us to do this, to learn how to do it and do it every day when this stuff comes up. You know, even if you're at work and you're like, oh, I need something. You know, go sit in the ladies' room, lock yourself in the stall, and just do this. All right. It only take a few minutes. Again, if you have the time. Sometimes you need to sit with it. This morning, I had to sit with it for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Not really that long at all. But it's important. Sometimes I've done it for 5 minutes, maybe if even, and it was like boom. So this is just a really quick, easy way to shift. Okay. So let's say you're having a lot of anxiety about something. Maybe you're an example for me would be I had a lot of anxiety around my boyfriend. I thought he was acting weird, but I also had the idea that I might be projecting that onto him. Regardless, I had total anxiety about it. So you're gonna get comfortable however you're sitting, wherever it is. You just want to make sure you're a little bit comfortable. So even if you're in a stall in the bathroom at work, it's fine. You want to take some deep breaths. Really take deep breaths. Push down that diaphragm. Have your belly come out. Now, close your eyes. I usually do 3 really deep breaths. I want you to find where that emotion is in your body, wherever it is. It could be in your hip, it could be in your knee. I think for a lot of people, it's in your belly, like your solar plexus area. It could be in your root area, if you know your chakras, heart space. It could be in your throat. I want you to feel out, where is that emotion? When you find it, for me, a lot of the fear is in my solar plexus, actually. When you find it, I want you to say hi. I want you to talk to it. You don't have to do it out loud. Just do it in your head. Hi there. I'm anxious. You're anxious. Your anxiety, your depression, your sadness, your fear. Whatever emotion you are. Hello, hello fear. Hello anxiety. Just want you to talk to it for a minute. I want you to invite it in. Say, you can talk to me. Why are you so anxious? It's okay. If you want to feel anxious, this is you talking to your anxiety. If you want to be anxious, we can be anxious. Let's be anxious. Let's be sad. Let's be fearful. Keep breathing deeply. Invite the feeling to come up and be felt. I feel you. I feel you, anxiety. I feel you, fear. Let's be fearful. It's okay to be fearful. I love you. I thank you for showing me. I thank you for showing up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not acknowledging you sooner. I love you and I thank you. I'm sorry. And I release you. I feel you and I release you to finish being felt. Thank you. Now, maybe you felt the emotion move through and dissipate right away as soon as you started acknowledging it. Maybe you're still feeling it now. That's okay. Appreciate it. Love it. Thank it. Hug it. You can imagine yourself hugging this emotion. It's okay. It's all right. Thank you for being there for me. Thank you for showing me. And when you feel like you felt it, when you feel it starting to move through and it's dissipating, you might feel tingling, you might feel a little bit lighter. You can open your eyes. You can open your eyes and stretch. You might yawn. You might just feel the tingles. Take a deep breath. Now, as I said in one of my other videos, there might be a lingering little bit of sadness for letting something go. It might not move through as quickly as it would for me, say. The more you do this work, the more frequently you do it, and the more you do it, the quicker it's going to dissipate, the quicker it's going to move through. If you're like, wow, Lisa, that wasn't even 5 minutes, that was like 3 minutes, and you're like, I could do that longer. Please, please do. Please go sit with it longer. I make the time. Take 5 minutes. Take 10 minutes. Set your timer on your phone. Set a timer on your computer. Just do it. Do it at your lunch hour. Go sit in your car. Go sit in the bathroom. Just do it. It will move through. It will move through. Sometimes when you're doing this, something else comes up underneath it right away. This happened with me. And I ended up talking to myself as a little girl. And she really wasn't ready to talk. She just wanted to cry. And I was moving through a big fear. And I couldn't pinpoint, anxiety, depression, what was the fear, what is this regarding? I wasn't sure, and that was okay. I didn't need to know. But when I started focusing on feeling just the fear, this little young me just came up crying and crying. And I grabbed her, and this is all in my mind's eye. I grabbed her and I held her. I said, it's all right. You can be scared. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay. And I just held her and rocked her and comforted her and breathed with her and cried with her. And I allowed it, just all the emotions to overwhelm me. I said, yes, please, I accept you. And what it was, emotions that I had buried, fears I had buried, scariness that I had buried, and I didn't allow myself to feel through fully. And I've carried it with me since I was that little girl. I've had it with me all these years. She was ready to be comforted and ready to be felt and released. And that's okay. You have to give yourself permission to feel your feelings. You have to feel them. We've been, most of us, especially my age, I'm 40, those of us 40 and up, we're taught, don't be a crybaby, don't cry. It's okay, don't cry. Our mothers who didn't know any better probably, when they're holding us as babies, they're like, shh, don't cry. You don't need to cry. It's okay. And all you wanted to do was cry, but you buried it down because mama said don't cry, right? Or dad said don't cry. And so you've had this stored up, wanting to cry for 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus years. And now it's like, oh, can I finally cry, please? Let me out, I'm scared. Yes, you can cry. As I talked about in a previous video, when we have all these emotions stored up, this is what transforms into physical pain and physical things, and it transforms into us putting on so much weight just to feel safe. I've dealt with my weight for years. It transforms into fibromyalgia, something I've had to deal with. It transforms into arthritis. It transforms into chronic illness. It transforms into migraines. It transforms into, horrible stress. It transforms into that because we have all these emotions inside that we don't know how to heal. And we don't know how to deal with it. And we're clenching, and we're not even conscious that you're just constantly clenching, and you're clenching your shoulders, and you're clenching your neck, and you're clenching. Well, if you're physically clenching your muscles and holding them in the state of fight or flight, what do you think's going to happen? your body can only hold on to that for so long. I mean, one of the reasons a lot of people, when they start to do any kind of meditation, they're like, I would love to meditate, but I always fall asleep. Why do you think that is? It's because as soon as you relax your body and you give your body a break from being in that fight or flight, from being in that constant state of stress, your body's like, oh, thank God, I get a break. It needs the sleep. So what do you do in that case? The best advice I've ever heard from Kyle Cease, and I got to give that guy a shout out, amazing, is to sleep. So simple, right? If you fall asleep during meditation, then sleep, because you need the sleep. In fact, maybe take the day off just to sleep. You'll feel better. and that makes so much sense to me. I'm like, holy shit, excuse my language, holy shit. I've spent 30 years, 40 years being in total fight or flight, thinking I had to fight for my life, being in survivor mode, and no wonder I'm so tired when I try to do meditation, right? And it only took a day or two of me falling asleep at every meditation for me to be able to start meditating without falling asleep. So once the body's caught up on its sleep, then it's like, all right, yeah, I'm awake, let's do it. So that's okay too. I want you to keep that in mind. But this is why we do this healing work. It's so important. It's so important. So if you'd like more information about working with me one-on-one in any of my programs, or taking any of my meditations or digital programs, you can go to lisacobra.com or email me at the link in the subject here. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to you hopefully using this meditation. You could see it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy, right? Practicing, trying to do it every day. If you don't do it every day, it's okay. Do not beat yourself up. You know, if you do it once a week, fine. But do it when you think about it, and do it when you can, because you'll feel better. And I think you know that when we do things that make us feel better, sometimes it's hard for us to keep doing them because I don't know, our ego just tries to distract us from feeling better because it's unknown territory, right? You've had this stuff with you forever. That's so, not having it's like scary. So, but try to do these simple techniques, especially when you're in a social setting or at work or somewhere where you're like, I'm so angry, I'm so upset, I need to shift away from this. Sit with this. One more tidbit: if you're really in a raw emotion, it's like acute stage of emotion, it's probably going to take you longer to do this meditation to shift out of the emotion if it's really raw. So I encourage you to make time, whether it's 20, 30 minutes, whatever. I encourage you to sit and make time to really sit with it and feel it and be okay with it and acknowledge it. In that case, you probably want to even do some really deep breathing and journaling, but that's for a whole nother thing. So start here. Start here with just being okay with your emotions, with just feeling them. That is the start of doing this healing work. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful for each and every person that watches this. If it's whether it's one person or 100, I don't care. If you sat and watched this, if you did this meditation, if you do this meditation, I am so, so grateful to share all this with you. And I hope that you continue down this healing path. All right?